Hey friends, it's Brookie. I want to try to add a little bit of clarity to something that can be a little messy with guitar players. It's the A chord. And so there's a lot of ways to play it. The A chord on the second fret. What I promote is middle ring pinky. And I'm going to show you the one that I don't like. There's two that I actually do not like. Let me make my case for my shape first of all, and I did put this in my book on the what is that, page 3. We have these three chords, A, D, E, which is a tremendous key for guitar. Those chords are really powerful for popular guitar songs. So I promote middle ring pinky, which may look a little weird and be different from what your guitar teacher told you. I realize there's many ways that could be played, but this, to me, I think it became clear when I saw a video of George Harrison playing a song. He was like, something like that. And now watch me make it a minor, major. That's my trick. That's my, and now suspended 4. The add 9 or sus 2, sus 9. I get that all mixed up. I just call it A2. The Purple Rain chord. These fingers stay kind of the central structure of the chord, middle and ring. One reason, I have several, but I like that. Watch me go to E minor. Now to E major. See how it all fits together in a system that's pretty organized. A minor, E, A minor. You don't play A minor like, to relate to the other ways, I can't even imagine how that could work. So, in my world, a vast majority of guitar songs are in the key of E and A. A minor being one of the sweet spots of guitar. If you learned a different way or tangle that up, I just really can't imagine what that would look like, but it would be a mess. All right, now let's go back to the things that I am against. One of my friends who I met up in Kalamazoo when we played up there in October, Doug, sent me a video. We became friends instantly, by the way, so I don't think Doug will mind me using him as an example, but he did send a video to me last night, which I asked him to do. He played A like this, and that's what I'm against. Only he was getting this sound. What's that? That's not good. And Doug knows it, and he willingly accepted my advice to try this, you know. But anyway, so let's look at what Doug was doing. And I do have other students, older guys, who were taught that way a long time ago, and I've done everything I can to make them kind of switch to this. They're stuck. Anyway, let's look at this shape. I'll show you why I don't like it if you're interested. And there's another one I want to show you that I don't like. So, this one, the problem is your pointer finger, so that's middle, index, ring. And they always say, well, yeah, but then I can switch to D. Ugh. Yeah, I see the point. Or down, watch it, go down to E. Okay, I see. Yes, that could work. But it always sounds like this. I'm like, that don't sound good, man. Okay, let's fix it. So, again, what happens, the pointer finger is pushed way down here, and it's on the fret, or almost getting an A major 7. which is like Muskrat Love or something, or like Air Supply or the Bee Gees. It's like, I want to rock and roll all night and party every day, and you're playing. It's like, that is just not gonna work. Okay, so I strongly disagree with that fingering, and or that you get that dead sound. No, that's not gonna ever work. So no matter what advantage, to switch to the D or the E, I see the system. I think that's just a myth or an old wives' tale or just bad info that gets passed down from generation to generation. And I'm trying to stop the cycle of madness and do like George Harrison. All right, the other one I don't like is index middle ring, because I got some students with very thick fingers and they're trying to fit index middle ring in there. And again, you're going to get, partial chord maybe. It's just too much thickness. Then when you switch to another chord, you got to like pick everything up and move. It's just kind of a big, I call that fruit basket upset. You have to pick everything up. It doesn't really, it could relate to a D. Maybe your ring finger could slide up. I can't see it, but I have a bias. I admit it. So index middle ring is taught in many books. Many teachers will say that's an A. I don't like it. Fingers are too fat. They can't. A lot of people can't fit their fingers into that space. So middle ring pinky, I'm going to promote. Or you can just use your pointer finger to lay flat, which opens up a whole bunch of possibilities. I always use the example of so pointer finger laying flat would be my second choice, or I'll just switch between, I'll call this more of a cowboy chord sound, more of an open, strummy sound. Those nice open sounds. This one is going to maybe block the first string. So if the first string is blocked, let's say you only get 3 strings. Those 3 strings. That's a solid sound. Just pointer finger hitting 3 strings. The A, the D, and the G strings. That's called an A5. Or you could just hit 2 strings. Another A5 or 4. The problem is getting an A6, which I kind of have these in my book. Where are we at? Some of those chords, where are they? Oh, some bar chords. Yes, sorry. On page 9, it kind of shows that pointer finger laying flat across on the top row. You see a few chords like D major 7. What do we got? D major 7, A6, A5, A major. Pointer finger laying flat is good position, I think. D major 7, A6, I'm sorry, A5, or an A major. Very similar shape, but each one has a different formula, and you have to kind of get in there and do battle with it and get every one of them perfect. You really do. In my opinion, in my school. Now, I don't mean to go on, but let me just say, I do watch guitar players every day in person, students, beginners, intermediate, even advanced players that come in with this stuff. I watch them and I see what they do, and I kind of know how they think, and we talk about it. So I think I'm semi-qualified to talk about this, and all I'm trying to do is cut through the confusion and get them playing quicker. if they're doing something that's always gonna just be like a snag in their progress, I'm like, let's fix that right now. Even though you have an old habit, your brain is wired to do it a certain way, and you're always going to go back to that. That's going to be kind of hard to fix. But I say, let's get started on it now instead of, let's not kick the can down the road. Let's just get that middle finger in place. Let me show you another thing. Here's A7. Take that to a D7. See how that middle finger in place sets us up for all kinds of good stuff. I have another chord I'm going to talk about in another video, so let's cut this short. If you're interested in my chord book, they're $20, and just email me at hooverguitar@yahoo.com, or there's an eBay link you can check out in the description. Also, thanks for subscribing, and please leave a comment if you disagree, or if you are struggling with the A chord, or if you agree. Let's discuss it. Let me know what you think about that A chord. Thank you.